Welcome to E.M.A.N, effectively making a noise. Today's story is going to be Aaron makes the golden calf. Aaron makes the golden calf, and it's coming from Exodus chapter 32, verses 1 through 35. When the people of Israel saw that Moses stayed up in the mountain for so long a time, they became very impatient and restless. Instead of having faith in their great leader, they began to doubt and distrust him. They gathered together before Aaron, the priest, and said to him, "Come now, make us gods, who shall go before us. As for this Moses, the man who brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we do not know what has happened to him." Aaron should have rebuked the people and refused their request, but he did not. Instead, he said to the people, "Remove the golden earrings which your wives, your sons, and your daughters are wearing, and bring them to me." The people did as Aaron told them, and Aaron received the gold trinkets from them, and fashioned them together into a molten, which is melted by heat, calf, and presented this idol of gold to the people. And they cried, "These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you up out of the land of Egypt." When Aaron saw how the people worshipped the golden calf, he built an altar before it and proclaimed a feast to the Lord the following day. The people rose up early on the next day and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings, and they sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. While this was going on, the Lord spoke to Moses in the mountain, saying, "Go down right away, for your people, whom you brought out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted," which means changed from good to bad, "themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made for themselves a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and sacrificed to it, and said, 'These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you up out of the land of Egypt.'" The Lord also said to Moses, "I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, so that my wrath may grow hot against them, and I may consume them, and I will make of you a great nation." But Moses prayed to the Lord on behalf of the people, and asked God to withhold judgment upon them. He prayed for God to remember his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to multiply their prodigy, and to make them an inheritance in the promised land. The Lord heard the prayer of Moses, and withheld the evil which he thought to do to his people. Then Moses went down the mountain, carrying 2 tablets of the law in his hands, tablets that were written on both sides. And the tablets were the work of God, and the writing was the writing of God, graven upon the tablets. When Joshua, who was with Moses, heard the shouting of the people, he said, "There is a noise of war in the camp." But Moses said, "It is not the noise of victory, nor the noise of defeat, but the noise of singing that I hear." And as soon as he came near the camp and saw the golden calf and the adulterers, which means showing love through images, dancing, Moses' anger grew hot, and he flung the tablets of the law out of his hands and broke them at the foot of the mountain. And Moses took the molten calf and burned it with fire, and ground it into powder, and strewed it upon the waters, and made the people of Israel drink it. Then Moses rebuked Aaron, saying, "What did this people do to you, that you have brought so great a sin upon them?" Aaron tried to excuse himself by saying, "Let not the anger of my Lord grow hot. You know how the people, and how they are bent on doing evil. For they said to me, 'Make us gods, who shall go before us.' As for this Moses, we do not know what has happened to him." And I said to them, "Let those who wear gold remove it." So they gave it to me, and I threw it into the fire, and there came out this calf. When Moses saw that both Aaron and the people were to blame for this wickedness, he decided to test their loyalty to the God of Israel. So Moses stood at the gate of the camp and said, "Who is on the Lord's side? Let him come to me." All the sons of Levi gathered themselves together with him. Then Moses directed the sons of Levi to punish the disobedient adulterers. The result was that 3,000 people were slain, which meant they were killed. The next day Moses assembled the people and said to them, "You have committed a great sin, and now I will go up to the Lord. Perhaps I will be able to make atonement for your sin." So Moses spoke to God in the mountain and said, "Alas, this people have committed a great sin. They have fashioned gods of gold for themselves. Yet now, if only you will forgive their sin, and if not, blot me, I pray you, out of your book which you have written." But the Lord said to Moses, "Whoever has sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book. Therefore go now, lead the people to the place of which I have spoken to you. Behold, my angel will go before you. Nevertheless, in the day when I will visit their sin upon them." And the Lord sent down a plague upon the people for worshiping the golden calf. And that is the end of the story, but we do have an extra on this episode. And the extra is titled "Get Back Here" with the exclamation point. And it comes from Jonathan, age 14. Jonathan, age 14. And it says, "It is so easy to turn away from God. Sometimes we get impatient, like the Israelites did when they were waiting for Moses to come down from the mountain. Sometimes we get frustrated because God does things in his own way instead of the way we want him to. Sometimes we make idols too. Not golden cows, but we worship money, music, sports trophies, and other treasures. God doesn't like it when we turn away from him, but he forgives us if we're sorry for our sins because he understands that we're not perfect. Sinning is a part of human nature. Even strong Christians can occasionally turn away from God. When we mess up, we need to ask God for forgiveness and trust him to help us get back on track, and he will." And this is the question or the discussion I would like for you guys to use with yourselves, but mainly with your kids. And it says, list 5 reasons why you think people your age turn from God. And this could be adults or children, but discuss this with your kids to see what their friends think and how they think about the Lord. But the question again, it says, list 5 reasons why you think people your age turn from God. And if you like, I would like to hear what you guys have to say. So send it to my email. It's emanradiochatter@gmail.com. Thank you guys for listening. And I hope if you don't hear this before Christmas, I want everybody to have a Merry Christmas. Be safe. Have fun with your family and your friends. And I love you all. Peace out.